nice music. I'm a fan. Animal Crossing's got some of the best music there is. Just gonna jam for a minute more. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. So I did a little bit of work by myself without streaming. I didn't feel like streaming a lot lately just because work was annoying and stuff with my master's project was annoying. But thankfully, I was able to make some progress on the masters, and stuff with work is kind of dropped to the wayside for now. I don't have to really worry about anything big right now, which is nice. No deadlines. Well, still got deadlines, but no important deadlines for a while, at least. So it's nice. And I can actually think about just streaming or enjoying myself or blah blah blah. Let's go over some of the changes I made though off stream. So one thing that I'm very happy about is the grass no longer repeats. I mean, it repeats, but not in a noticeable way. So what I ended up doing is there's a cool little technique you can do where, so these nodes right here, they basically just make it so that a texture repeats infinitely across the entire world. But there's a technique you can do with normal textures where if you take one texture, such as this one right here, and take another texture such as, why is it, oh there it is, such as this one right here, you can then do what's called a lerp. So a lerp is basically just taking two things and shoving them, and kind of like based on the channel. So we're using this for the lerp. So basically in these white parts we'll have one thing, and in the black parts, or the transparent parts, so in the black parts we'll have another thing. And so if we take something like, let's see, this texture, and then we lerp it using this texture, this water D texture, and we lerp it with, what am I lerping it with? Oh yeah, this other grass texture. This one right here. So basically what we're saying is where you see white parts in this, I want to see this texture. And where you're seeing black parts, I want to see this texture. And because it gradiates between the two, it's white and it's black, you get a nice little transfer between the two. So if you look real close, like you can see this one coming through, but you can also see this one coming through in other parts. And since we're doing this across the world infinitely, and we're also changing the scales, it basically means that it looks like things never repeat, which is nice. So that's one thing that I did offline. So you can kind of, if I if I take the camera out as far as I can, you can kind of see, like right here, there's a line. And right here, there's a line. Because one of the textures is very small, and so it is repeating over and over and over. But because we got the other texture breaking it up, you don't see it as much. So it just looks kind of nice. So I was happy about that. Let's see, what else did I do offline? I figured out what was going wrong with this. So now if you see the pointer for the speaking bubble always lands on Sawa when she enters, or at least close to her. So I figured that out. It was a problem with resolution, the scale of everything, because when you get the exact scale of where the absolute position of something on the screen, it's kind of wonky with resolution stuff. And then I think I also, I made it so that the bushes shake. So instead of just leaves, now you get the bushes shaking a little bit when you pass through them. And everything's kind of got like a little bit of wind going through it. For that, I basically just stole someone else's stuff. There were one of the... so it's this texture. This texture came in one of the same texture where all these, like, all this geometry and all these grass textures and stuff came from. They also have one for this, and then I just modified it so that you can actually make it so that the bottom stays still. Like if you look, the top is really wavy, and then as you go down, 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 it doesn't get wavy at the bottom. And so that's so that with these you can see the bottoms of the bushes stay fairly still, but then the tops jiggle a lot. And so then when you go through them, I just increase the wind speed for just a very small amount of time. And so it looks like they jiggle. Jiggly, jiggly. I've been getting caught up in a lot of the small little details. Just because, I don't know, like when... I know I should probably focus more on the mechanics and getting, like the actual levels figured out. But whenever I get stuck on one thing, I just kind of uber focus on it forever. And so that's why the bushes are basically all done. I can't improve them any further, I don't think. And we still don't even have a beta version of the level, of the first level. And then I also grabbed some platforms from one of the packs that I've downloaded and decided to use those. And then I created I used that same texture for the bushes, and I made some flowers. The flowers, I just used AI generated art, but I think they look pretty good. And so I can paint the world with flowers now. I can just go in and I think I have to I still don't know how that mode works all the time. Oh, because I haven't, gotcha, selected which flowers I want. And I can just keep making flowers. Fill up the world with flowers. Kill anyone with allergies. And just let the strong survive. Whoops. I'm using the foliage, tool that's within Unreal, so it's all instanced meshes. So basically, you can have as many as you want, and it's not gonna really slow things down at all. I don't know how much I'll actually use the flowers, but I just wanted to get something in there so that it would look pretty. Let's see, is there anything else that I did offline? I don't think so. I wanted to start animating this so that when you free the guinea or whatever, the walls fall down. But let's talk about today. So, I've been thinking about what in the world should I do for the first level. I feel like I should at least try to block out a level in the game. And so one thing that I want to do is I don't want to ever move the camera. Like the view that we have on Sawa right now, that's the view I always want. I always want it to be this angle, this degree, facing forward. I never want to move. I think I even built it in. Okay, I took it out. I even at one point had it so that you could turn the camera, but since so many of the elements are 2D, like the bushes and the flowers and everything, I'd have to rotate those as well, which is a bit of a pain. And I want the game to be 3D like this, but for the most part, I want it to play like a 2D game. And so, with that in mind, we basically have two options for levels. You can just go left to right, or you can go forward and back. And the thing is, you can't even really go back because how I have the camera all set up. Let's go look at. Oops, I don't want engine. I want my content. Let's go look at Sawa. So this is how we have the camera. We've got it at like a 20-degree angle, it looks like, yeah. And because of the angle and because of just how cameras work in general, it's actually kind of really hard to see things that are in front of you unless they're very close. I'll make a little path here real quick from one island to another to demonstrate. And let's put Sawa here. So, we start the level. We go around. See, it's easy to see like, oh, there's an island over there. Let's go to it. But now it's hard to tell that there's, like, I can see the edge of this island right here, but I can't see the platform that's actually really close to the edge of that island. Like, it's not far away at all. It's a very short hop. And so, what I want to do, I think, because it's hard to see stuff that's in front of, or that's in front of Sawa, I'm pretty sure I never want to go backwards. Basically, I think what I want to do is I don't think I'll have actual levels, But what I'll do instead is I'll have like a plane for quote unquote level 1. And then we transition. How do you quickly just, is there? And then we can just quickly transition. So we got, excuse me, I said color 2. Do I have to? I haven't used paint in a while. So here's like level 1, and then we'll do level 1.5, like a transition level that goes kind of like forwards and backwards, kind of an idea. Not completely just forwards and backwards. We'll play with left and right as well. But then once we get here, then we'll hit level 2. So if this is our 2D plane, X and Y. Basically, you play level 1 to 2, you transition to level 1, you transition to level 2, and then I never want to come back here. I never want to come back here because if I come back here, I'm going to have to have them start doing platforming in an awkward situation of where they can barely see anything. So basically, I think that's how I want to set things up, is that you'll do a quote-unquote level in a left-right plane, and then you'll transition to the next part of the story by going forward, and then you'll do your next level, and then so on and so forth. So then the question becomes, how should we set up an actual level? Let's go ahead and get rid of the pity. And so I think for level level 1 or something, I just want to start the character off basically with the only option of going forward, so they can see stuff happening over here, want to go towards it. And then I want to basically get them onto a place where they can feel safe, so a big plane. Maybe even high walls. I don't know, something like this is where you first come into things. So you don't have a lot of, we can just get a bunch of scenery in here and maybe just have a bunch of like little ways to introduce the basic concepts of the game. So for the most part, what the game is going to be about is just simple platforming puzzles and simple avoidance of the pit bulls. Like, that's all we've got right now. I don't know if I'm going to add much else. And so if we come into here, oh yeah, and you're collecting the guineas. Oh, I don't want to. I want to scale this because otherwise I'm scaling everything. Oops, Here, I'll show you why that's actually a bad thing. So if I just select the entire thing, and I scale the entire thing instead of selecting just the platform, then it's gonna look really funky. See, it just went through the floor. Even though... Oh wait, the control point is through the floor. Huh, maybe it did... It was giving me issues earlier. But yeah, I don't want to scale the entire thing, I don't think. Because the control points are all in a relative position. And I'm worried that if you mess with them with the scale, it's gonna put them in a... Whoops. Ah! It's gonna mess with the scaling. My concern. Whoops. Don't want to move that up or down, I just want to scale it. I'm really bad at this. I just want to scale one thing and I keep messing it up. I feel like I'm retarded right now. Okay. Wait, did it? Oh. Because I made something that will do it for me. Okay, I am actually retarded. You can take that to the bank. Okay. So, like, what kind of platforming puzzles do we want, though? I mean, I guess the first one that you would want is if we just have a simple one to get to the first guinea. So the guineas are basically going to be what drives the plot forward. You rescue the guineas, they give you directions to your next objective. So I mean, we could have like the most basic. Let's see. Put that at 900. Oh, that's the entire thing again. I just want the control point. Negative 200. Negative 200. And I want them to be on the same X. Or no, not the same X, the same Y. So please be on the same Y. So maybe the very first guinea you ever encounter is incredibly easy to get. We have the most basic of platforming challenges. Get up, get onto a moving platform, get across. We can start the game where you can see things in the distance, see what's going on, and be like, oh hey, I need to get over there. And at the beginning of the game we'll only have the jump, we won't have the run or the jetpack. Oh, I forgot to move that control point. And so like this is the most basic of basic platforming puzzles. Ooh, That's going pretty fast. And then you would get the first guinea, Riam, and be told basically about what's going on. And then we'd want to continue the level, go in this direction. Let's clean all this up real quick. And maybe we'd want to put our first, since you've talked to the guinea, you got all the backstory or whatever you'd need, then we can get our first where is my Bibble? I think I put it in somewhere else. See, this is why it's very important to keep organized. You meet your first pity on a lone island. Let's set up his box. So that is the entire island. You know, I should probably do that with extents. I shouldn't change the scale. I don't know if that actually makes a difference or not, but I always try to avoid mixing any kind of scales and ratios and whatnot, just on the off chance that there is some math that gets messed up in some weird way that you never even think about. That is one of the things that I despise the most, is when all your math is correct, but everything goes incredibly wrong. Make it Animal Crossing. No, it's not gonna be Animal Crossing, Mufin. It's gonna be a platform adventure where you blow up dogs like this. Boom. Bye bye, dog. Probably shouldn't stretch these platforms out so much, because then they get really weird. I wonder if I should see if they have a really long platform. Doesn't look like they all say 1M, which I'm assuming is 1 meter. Okay, here's a 4M one. Yep, that's bigger. Let's see. And we probably don't need these to be so big anyways. Yeah, that looks a lot better when stretched out. Not as... it doesn't have so many distortions. And I probably don't need this to be that big anyways. I actually kind of want one of these to be... yeah. I like the ramps. They're kind of cool. Probably don't need that big of one. Yeah. Can make just a little ramp like that. Get rid of that one. I should probably change this to, let's see, is there a 4 meter long, 2 meter, yeah, 2 meter half, let's try that. Yeah, that looks much better. And these work better for walls anyway, since they're so teeny tiny. Yeah, I keep missing. Yeah, we're still getting... maybe I should just... Do we not... I'll just do this one as a 4 meter then. I just really want to avoid having the overhangs stretch out too much, because it looks really weird, it looks really funky. And I don't want to spend the time making a whole bunch of modifications to make it look better. Probably have that up higher. Yeah, we're just blocking things out anyways for now. I don't want to die over and over. There we go. Yeah, that's much better scale-wise, I think. I don't want to make it so that people have to cover large distances, especially in the beginning. I don't want huge long distances just because you can't run in the beginning. Eventually you'll be able to get, for anyone who hasn't been like following what I've been saying in all the other videos, eventually what you'll be able to do is you get 3 power-ups in the game. So first you just start out like this, being able to walk around and jump. And then eventually you will get, what are they? The Converse shoes for Converse. And so then you can start running around. I don't actually know if Converse are good sneakers for running, but it makes some sense, so. And then you'll also be able to get pipe bombs. So, and you'll use those to actually, I want that to be the last thing you get, because I want it to be what you can use to actually kill the pit bulls. Oh wow, how far away is that pit bull now? Since I scaled everything down. Okay, I won't go find the pit bull. So this will be the only weapon you can use for the pit bulls, because I don't want it to be like a big game on attacking. I want it to be mostly just running away, defending, stuff like that. And then the third thing is you will get a jetpack. You can't see the jetpack on her now, but I'm gonna commission Hank. Get it so that he'll remake this GIF basically with a jetpack, so that I can have a jetpack, so it'll look nice. And so those are the 3 power-ups you'll get throughout the game. And right now, all I've got for the actual like game mechanics that I can think of is I want to just do simple platforming and then have the pit bulls which will attack you. Let's scale that down. Oh no, I changed the Z. Now I've got to change it in both. Let's see. Negative 75. Negative 75. You're on the same Y. Okay, should be good. Yeah, it makes sense in lore. Converse are what she uses, so might as well use them. So like this would be the tutorial, I suppose, is just being able to figure out like, oh, I can jump onto things, and that's about it. And so this would be, and then the cages are, I'm gonna basically have it so that the pit bulls capture the guineas, lock them up in cages, and then you have to go find the guineas. So probably have like 4 or 5 guineas in the entire game that you gotta get. Maybe more. I don't know how much I want to do with collectibles, but collectibles are an easy way to make it so that you have a goal. But I also only want this game to be like 30 minutes. So and then eventually, so at first, so this will be like level 1, very basic, very easy kind of a thing. Or not level 1 tutorial. Where basically you go get the first guinea out of the cage, figure out what's going on. And then once you get the guinea out of the cage, you can go. So for this level, it'll just be right to left is the game plan. So we encounter our first pit bull. We can basically just leave it as is, wide open, because all of this stuff is early on. It's supposed to be really easy. So just one pit bull, and then go to the next little island. Get away from him. Just don't make the collectibles BL manga Kasawa isn't a Fujo. Nah, we're not gonna have BL. No BL in this game. Yeah, later on gonna have like a maze of pit bulls. Hello, NCGI. How are you this day? Ooh, this is one of my favorite Animal Crossing songs of all time. You can actually play it in. It's one of the songs that you can use in the Animal Crossing stage in Super Smash Brothers. Which seems a little bit of. It's too relaxing to like beat people up to, but oh well. So by the time you get here, you should have everything figured out. You should know how to jump. This will basically be all the mechanics in the game that I've got so far, or at least until you start unlocking stuff. The basic mechanics, moving platforms, freeing guineas, and pit bull. That is basically it. So this would basically constitute like the quote-unquote tutorial level. And then we can actually move on to actual levels. So I think what I'll actually do, I should make it so that you have to free the guineas with keys. So what I'll probably do is I'm probably going to build cinematics eventually. Just very simple cinematics where like maybe you start off on like a bit of an island like this, where you've got, let's see, you got like Sawa's house. Over here. What's a cinematic? A cinematic is like a cutscene in a game. I don't know if I'd want to build tools or if I'd just use Unreal Engine's built-in sequencers. But basically, I would have it so like maybe a little bit of a panel just explaining like, oh, Sawa came home and all the guineas are gone or something, and it looks like there was a struggle, and then Sawa runs out of the house. Oh no, what's going on? And then come over here, see a key or Pitbull running away. He drops a key, and then that's when you actually start playing. And so then you would go pick up the key, and then the only other thing in your sight is the guinea cage, so it becomes an obvious like, oh, I need to go over here. Open up the guinea cage, the guinea pig would tell you what's actually going on, and then the only other thing you can see is going this way, and so you go this way, and then you'd encounter your first Pitbull, and you can't really do anything, so you'd run, and then you'd get over here. And so that's like our tutorial section. Just like a quick cinematic of Sawa coming out of her house, seeing a key get dropped. Then you go pick it up, free the guinea, and then keep going. And so then we can start doing, we could even make Sawa's house. We could make it nice, make nice hamburger country. Give her some flowers. Ooh, so nice. So then we would want to have some kind of a couple of like platforming challenges probably. For now, just without any pit bulls or anything like that, just simple not even terribly difficult. Way too big. Our first actually dangerous platforming challenge, maybe. And And by dangerous, I mean that if you fall, something actually happens. Get on a platform. So hard, so terrible, so difficult. No, I did not want to play from here with that camera angle. Fine, I'll just go grab the... I thought the play from here wouldn't be that annoying about camera angles. I feel like maybe I'm making the scale of everything way too big. Also, why in the world is she... Is there gonna be a problem with collision in these platforms in particular? I need to go check out their actual collision. Because it looked like she was halfway through it when she got up to here. Let's see, collision. Let's show our simple collision. That I can kind of see the grain. I mean, so this collision's obviously where it should be. But the grain might, or the top part here might not be. It looks like it might go a little bit into the floor. Yeah, there's a little bit of a slope on this collision underneath. And so if I scale things, that's gonna cause this problem. Where suddenly we're halfway. Okay, yeah. It does slope here. So maybe I just don't scale the ramps that much. That's the easiest way to fix that. I kind of like the ramps though. At what scales does it start looking weird? That looks weird. I don't want to do this, but maybe I need to. Ooh, that's so ugly. That is so ugly. So this is the complex collision. Which it looks to be at least double, maybe even quadruple times as complex. But if we did that, we would be able to use the ramps without it looking weird. Yeah, she doesn't go through. So our options are either just do not, hey K4, are either we just don't scale these ramps as much as we want to. I mean, I feel like I'm making everything really big anyways, so maybe I do just not scale things as much. Like, yeah, this seems plenty big. Let's see what it looks like with the simple collision then. It still looks pretty bad. I'm kind of upset at how bad this simple collision is. Because I don't want to use the complex collision, because that's a drain on resources. But, I mean, I guess if we're just using ramps sparingly, it won't matter too much. It might just be... Here, let's try... Because I was stretching it out a lot this way, so maybe if I don't stretch it out as much... Because I really like the ramps, they look nice. mean, it still looks funky. Oh well. I'll build stuff with the ramps for now. And then if it annoys me too much, I'll just eventually move over to using the complex collision. Which would make me sad, but whatever. Yeah, I could do that. I could... Well, I wouldn't even need to disable the collision. I'd just... Actually, you know, that's a... let's see. Sphere box. I could just add in a new box entirely. Let's see. Why is that being so weird? Good over which, that's why. That looks like 100. Yeah. And then probably want to move it down just a little bit. Oops. I meant to do that in the Z direction. Okay, let's go ahead and try that. Oh, whoops. Did I? Yeah, we are using simple collision. Okay, let's see how this looks. Okay, it looks like a step up, which it is technically now. But, I mean, I think I'd rather have that little step at the end than looking like she's halfway through the floor. We'll go with that. Ah! Let's make this a little bit smaller. Okay, yeah, I think that's decent. Then we get up here, and then maybe we can do... I'm a big fan of the stair kind of things. If we just switch the control points around. My biggest worry is actually what I need to be doing, because it's not readily apparent exactly where the floating platforms line up, and so what I really need to be doing is making sure that there is a small area that juts out just a little bit whenever we're dealing with platforms that you don't have a good idea of exactly where they are in the 3D space, so that you know that way. Because I mean, it looks like I might be able to get onto the platform from here, but if I just jump to the left, oh, die. So if you have a little bit of a jut, then you know, okay, that's where I'm supposed to be jumping off. Because even though this is 3D, I'm trying to treat it as a 2D platformer, basically. Okay. And then maybe this would be a good time to add a pit bull. I should really make it so that you can, well, I guess, yeah, I can just move the box itself, so I don't need to worry about that too much. So you jump, get over here, and oh no, there's a pit bull! Ah! Run, Sawa, run! Let's see. I mean, how long do we want level 1 to beat? We could get it to the next... Yeah, I think this would be a good time to get to the next challenge of finding the key and freeing the guinea. So let's do... Let's go ahead and... I want them to not have to worry about getting back up, or thinking about going back up. I think that should be a good enough drop. Let's check it out. I don't think I've ever heard this Animal Crossing music, actually. Hold down. Yes, can't get back up. Okay, good. And then, let's see. I think once you get down there, I'd want the guinea cage right here, so that you know, oh, gotta free another guinea, gotta go find the key. So what should be the challenge for the first actual guinea? Because I hate how my toggles keep going off on my... I don't know why. Because the way that I have it set up is I have to hit 2 keys to toggle my little emotions. But apparently 2 of those keys are something that I keep using in Unreal. Because I want the guineas to be like the little mini bosses, basically. Basically a challenge or a puzzle or something where you have to just think about just beyond the basic platforming challenges and dodging of the pit bulls and stuff. I don't know. Maybe what I'll do is each of the guineas, before you free them, they give you their item, and then have the challenge be based around that. And if that's the case, then the first guinea is supposed to give you the Converse so that you can run. And so we'd want to have some kind of a running challenge. So maybe we just have a whole lot of pit bulls that are guarding the key. And so you have to just kind of like run and jump over them. That could be something. You know, I guess I really don't have to stretch these platforms out since all my materials are world-based. And so as long as you don't, there's not going to be a seam as long as everything's on the same level plane. That would also mean that I can avoid stretching the UVs where it looks kind of weird. Oh no, is Animal Crossing dead? Let's see. Let's just go ahead and restart it then. So then what we would want is we'd have our key maybe like somewhere in the middle. And then maybe we just have a lot of pit bulls that are around it. I think I'm making things too big again. This island looks like it's going to be really big. Kinda, maybe. But like, so you could probably maybe... I'd probably just want to increase the speed on these pit bulls, because you could kind of dodge them. But I want to make it so that you have to use the Converse in order to get them, so... I could increase the speed specifically on these ones. Maybe give them little hats or little shoes to distinguish them. Let's see, max velocity, they can go 350. Ah! You can still outrun them. What's my max velocity? I have a walk speed of 480. Are those the exact same units though? I don't know. If that's the case, then I'd want to give them like 550 maybe. Because then I can't just walk away from them. Yeah, they get on top of me. And so you'd want to go in, get the key, and then run away. And then you'd free the guinea. Now you got the Converse. And so then we'd move on to the next area. Yeah, let's make this a little bit not so big. And then we can change the boundaries that they actually guard a little bit. Yeah, this is really tedious. Okay, let's try it out. Okay. So now we know. Whoop. Yeah, I would have died. So that would have been a death. Let's, if I just like try to jump over them, am I okay? That would have been a death. Should I just build it in real quick so if the pit bull touches me, I die? So that I don't have to play this game of going back and forth. Let's see. Where is my collider? Capsule component. Add event. On component hit. If the other actor is a pity. What am I calling when I think I already have a death for when I hit the death plane. Yeah, reset. I'll just call reset. Reset. Nope, that is not my reset. That is an entirely different reset. There's my reset. Okay, let's test it. Okay, yeah. So if I get hit by a pity, I'll reset. Except it doesn't reset the pities, so maybe I shouldn't do it this way. But I can grab the key. That would have been grabbing the key. Okay, yeah, so it's doable. Let's see if I try to, like, cheese it in some way. Like, go around this way. Whoa. Grab the key. Ah! Yeah, I need to reset the pity, so. What if I go around this way? Grab the key. Whoa! That was close. And then I'd unlock the cage. Okay, yeah. I'm liking this as the first challenge. It's not terribly challenging, but I mean, it's decent. Grab the key. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Get away from it. See, and then you get stuff like that. I think it's actually a good thing that I have a lot of these staggered out. Because, like, if you try to go around one way, this one is standing guard. So I don't want all of them to have the same kind of, like, huge hitbox. Or, I mean, what would you call it? Guard range. Okay, yeah, I think this is decent. So, you'd free the guinea. And then, the guinea would tell you, okay, you gotta go this way. Or we'd open a path or something. Maybe he can hit a button. And then, which will raise a bridge. And then that would begin. And maybe we just have all these pit bulls explode so you don't have to deal with them. He'd raise a bridge, and then that would be level 1. And you'd go on. Okay, so let's go and try it from the beginning. Okay, player little cinematic. Why am I not? Okay, there we go. For some reason I wasn't moving correctly. Player little cinematic. Sawa comes out of her house. Oh no, what's going on? Oh no, there's a pit bull. It's running away. Oh, the pit bull dropped a key. Let's go pick it up. Oh hey, there's a guinea cage in the distance. I guess. Oh, I shouldn't be running. I can't run yet. Guinea cage in the distance. I guess we go get on this platform, go over to the guinea cage, free the guinea, and then, oh no, the pit bulls, they stole the guinea. Sawa, you gotta go get them. Onward. And then we hop on over here, meet our first pit bull. Can easily outrun it, so not a real threat. Here, hop on a platform, going up. Our first actual challenge. Platforms that go up and down. And then you jump right into a pit bull. All down here, see the guinea cage, go talk to the guinea. He tells you, oh, you gotta go get my key. Here, I'll give you your Converse so you can run. So now we have the run ability. And then, wow. Run, grab the key. And then we run, and then we run all the way back. free the guinea. He pulls up the bridge, and then we go on our merry way. And that's level 1. I mean, I guess that's a decent level 1. I don't know. I feel like it might... I don't want to be too challenging, because I want it to basically just be introducing the mechanics. I'm sure if someone who wasn't like the best at games encountered this, that they might die on trying to do this part, or die by that. I definitely want it so that if you get here, though, that we have a save point as soon as you talk to the guinea. Because I don't want, if you die here, I don't want to go all the way back here. That would be rude. I'd probably want to save, so save point here. If you die, when you rescue the first guinea, you get a save point here. And then get a save point up here. And then a save point here. So basically a save point before any kind of challenge. I think maybe that's a little bit too kind. I also think maybe I just have the scale of everything wrong. I might just want to make everything a bit smaller so that you don't feel like you're traveling so much. That platform's gonna be going really fast if I leave it at. Let's make it a 4-second duration. My initial, like, whenever I try to do anything, I feel like I wanna make it big. But then when I'm actually playing it, everything feels like I'm just walking way too much. And that's one thing that I definitely want to avoid. It's making things feel too wide, too open. I don't want a walking simulator. Walking simulators are for gays. I am not gay. And I don't mean that derogatory, I just mean it seems like every single walking simulator has a sub-theme of like gay or lesbian or trans or something like that. So I can't appropriate that. Why is there a flower specifically on this box? Oh, because it originally came from here. I see. Got on there. Well, fine. I'll let the flower stay. It's kind of nice. Yeah, that's probably Seely's favorite genre, is walking simulators. Wasn't he talking about Death Stranding earlier? That's also a walking simulator. Michael Reedus and the Magic Fetus. Or Norman Reedus. I don't know. I don't play that game. Here, I'll make this one a little bit harder. Gonna get so you have to jump a little bit more. Yeah, very literal degree of walking simulator. I like how much these blend, though. It's not perfect, but I mean, I can basically just take any of these two objects and they'll kind of just blend together in a pretty nice way, satisfying way. Let's just play through it again real quick. Now that we change the scale. I should probably put those little jetties that I was talking about. Free the guinea. Onward and a forward. Oh no, our first pit bull. Oh no, don't touch me. Oh, this gap might. That's fine. Yeah, that's a good gap. Our first actual challenge. Can you jump on it? Again. Oh, maybe this is. This should be a good one. Oh yeah, you can barely make it. I'll have to make that a little less tight. Yeah, I like... Yeah, you don't have as much space now, so that dog feels a little bit more threatening. Not really threatening, but... And talk, talk, talk. Whoa! Oh my gosh, it's already coming after me. Run, Sava, run! Grab the key. Ah! Ah, crap. It started me all the way back there. If I'm gonna start doing levels, maybe I should get the save point system in real quick so that I don't have to keep doing this. I could do that, add a hard mode after you beat it. Get the key. Ah! I also need to make it so that when you reset, everything else resets. Grab the key. Whoa. And run, run, run. Yeah, that still feels good. Okay, yeah, I think this is a good first level. It's simple, but it's good. It's got enough challenge for what it is, which is a beginning level. Okay. Let's see, what time is it? I think I will add in, let's try to get in a save point system. And then I'm gonna close it down for the night and go to bed. Let's see. I can just, whoops, what's that? Let's just go ahead and rename this to saved position. Rename, please. And then when I reset, let's go ahead and call a dispatch or reset level. I didn't make a manager for these guys, I don't think. Let's see. Oh, I did make a manager, but yeah, it doesn't have anything. Oh, this is the enemy control. Wait. I shouldn't have named it controller if this is my own thing. Native parent class actor. I'm just gonna rename it then. So that I don't get confused with an actual controller. Let's make it of BP PD object references and an array. Themselves. Let's put a starting position. And on begin play, get our actor location. Why is not pulling it up? Get actor location. There it is. Get our starting location. Set it. Reset position. Make our sphere, set its velocity. I think it's just what am I using to push it? I'm using add force. Okay, yeah, so should be set our velocity to be 0. Set actor position to be our starting position. Or not teleport. And then in our reset enemies, get our pities for each. Reset. Let's go ahead and have custom event called init and save a player reference. We'll do it the stupid way for now. I'll clean it up later once we start adding in more levels. We'll just go ahead and set this by calling get all actors of class. VP pity. Probably the worst way I can do this. Very fast, but very terrible. And I mean fast as in I don't have to think about it. Let's put in our enemy manager just somewhere in the level. And let's see, where is Sawa? Oh right, she's not gonna be there. Okay, yeah, we'll just do it this way then. Another stupid way of doing it, but oh boy, I'm doing stuff fast right now, not smart. Let's go ahead and this is our begin play, yeah. Get actor of class. Enemy manager. Actually, why don't I'll eventually I'm just gonna go to the game mode. Let's do something right tonight at least. Game mode. Where is my game mode? Fine, I'll go up here. Edit game mode Sawa 2D. Let's see. Yeah, we're already grabbing Sawa. Okay, yeah. So then we can do this smart easily. Let's go ahead and so we create the HUD, add it in. Let's go ahead and spawn actor from class. Make an enemy manager and then call init on it and feed our player reference. And we'll even save this out. Promote to a variable. It got promoted. What a fantastic day for itself. We'll just spawn it in 0-0 land. That's easiest. Okay, in it, we set the player reference, and we'll also want to... Let's see, did we save this? Let's compile and save so that we can come over here and say bind to reset. And what we bind it to is, it's not custom, I want create. Our reset enemies. Okay, I think that's everything we need. Did it in the game mode, creates it. We initialize it. During the initialization, we grab all the pities, put them in, and then we'll reset them whenever Sawa calls reset. And am I actually calling? I am not calling it. Reset. Reset level. Okay, let's go try it. Okay, let's move around the pit bulls. And then get attacked. It didn't seem to reset them, did it? Here. Attack. Nope, it did not. Did I forget? Set enemies, goes through them all. Let's make sure this actually has something in it. No, let's not play in there. Let's play our viewport so that we can go find... Oh, I've got 2 enemy managers. I don't want 2 enemy managers. Okay, so enemy manager... Oh, dang it, I make that actually viewable. Okay, we've got 14 pit bulls in here. Why do we... Oh, that's some... Okay. We got 14 pit bulls. Cool. So... Why don't... Have a good night, K4. See you later. We're setting our starting position at the very beginning. Let's put a breakpoint. Gets called. Set our velocity, set our location, and then we move on to the next one. Set velocity, set location. Wait, they kinda moved back? Were they still moving? I think they kind of moved back. Am I setting the wrong velocity? Oh, duh. I'm an idiot. So, if we go and look at our pit bulls, they are a scene component, a box, and a sphere. The sphere is the actual pit bull that moves. And I want set its location. Set location. Because how I basically have it set up is, you can see, so the scene is just like where it says it is in the world. And then the box is basically its range, where it can go, where it detects where Sawa is. And then there's the sphere. So I never actually move the scene component. It just stays right where it is. And then I move the pit bull, because it's got the actual logic for everything. And so I need to reset that specifically. So now things should work. Yeah, there we go. Why is it so hard for them to hit me? I don't know. Maybe because they're all bumping up against each other. I should make it so that they can't bump each other. Okay, there we go. Now that's working. Okay, yeah, it's getting pretty late. I'm happy with that. We solved one little thing. We got a level. It's not a beautiful level, but it works. It's coming along. We got our pit bulls working to some extent. I'm happy with how things are coming along. And it was fun to just kind of relax and chill and not worry about work or school, and just kind of work on this for a little bit. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end it. Thank you everyone for coming out. Let's see. Thank you Mewfin. Thank you NCGI. Thank you K4. And thank you for anyone else who may have been lurking. It was fun. I hope you enjoyed yourselves, and you guys have a wonderful night. See you later.